I never imagined silence could cut deeper than words. But that night, standing in the doorway of a dimly lit restaurant, silence was all I had. My breath caught as I watched my wife, Anna, wrapped in another man's arms. They weren't just embracing. Her head rested on his chest like it belonged there, his hand tracing her back with a kind of ease I once believed was mine. The gentle smile on her lips, the one she used to save for me after long nights at work, was now his. And I stood there, a ghost, watching 12 years of marriage crumble before my eyes. 12 years of shared rent, burnt toast breakfasts, lazy Sunday mornings, and the occasional argument that always ended in laughter. I thought we were solid. Not perfect, but steady. Lately, though, Anna had been distant. Her phone always flipped down, her smile fading faster, her excuses piling up like bricks between us. That evening, she said she'd be working late. Something inside me, the quiet suspicion I'd tried to bury for months, pushed me to follow her. I hated myself for it, for the doubt, the mistrust. But what I found made me hate something else entirely. I didn't storm inside. I just left. I drove aimlessly, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles went white. My chest felt like it was tearing open, each breath sharp and broken. When I finally stumbled home, Anna was already there. She greeted me with a soft kiss on the cheek, as if she hadn't just been in another man's arms. "How was work?" she asked casually, pouring herself wine. Something inside me broke. "Work?" I laughed bitterly. "Or, do you mean your date at Lavino?" The glass froze midair. Her face drained of color. "You followed me," she whispered. "I didn't have to," I said, voice trembling with pain more than anger. "You weren't exactly hiding it. Tell me, Anna, who is he?" Her lips parted, but no sound came. And in that silence, I had my answer. That night, I slept in the guest room, or rather, lay awake staring at the ceiling, listening to her muffled sobs through the wall. Part of me wanted to throw her out, to pack her bags and never look back. But another part, the weaker, desperate part, clung to the hope there was more to the story. The next morning, Anna knocked softly. Her eyes were swollen, hair messy, hands trembling. "Please, James," she whispered. "Let me explain." I wanted to yell, to demand why she'd betrayed me. Instead, I nodded stiffly. "It's not what you think," she began. I almost laughed at the cliché, until her voice cracked. "His name's Daniel. My childhood friend. We reconnected months ago. He's going through a divorce, and I was just trying to be there for him. I swear, nothing happened." I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But the image of her resting on his chest replayed in my mind like a cruel movie. "You looked at him," I said hoarsely, "the way you used to look at me." Her tears fell. "I was wrong," she whispered. "I crossed a line. But please, James, don't throw 12 years away, because I made one mistake." The weeks that followed were brutal. Trust doesn't just break, it shatters, leaving shards everywhere. We tried, or rather Anna tried. She canceled dinners, left her phone unlocked, suggested therapy. She cooked my favorite meals, left notes in my work bag, reached for my hand like before. But I flinched. Every touch, every "I love you," felt hollow. I became distant, the very thing I'd accused her of. And yet, I couldn't leave. Love, habit, fear, I wasn't sure which bound me to her. 3 months later, on a rainy evening, there was a knock. Anna opened the door, gasping softly. It was Daniel, soaked, holding a small box. His eyes darted from her to me. "I need to talk to both of you." I wanted to slam the door, but his expression, guilt, sorrow, regret, stopped me. We sat in the living room, rain tapping the windows. Daniel placed the box on the table. Inside were dozens of old letters. "From my ex-wife," he said. "I found them after the divorce. She'd been cheating for years. I didn't know who else to turn to. Anna, you've always been the person I could talk to." His voice broke, but I realize now how it looked. "I'm sorry. I never meant to come between you." The room fell silent. Anna's eyes filled with tears. I sat there, torn between anger and reluctant relief. Then why were you holding her like that? I demanded. His shoulders slumped. Because I was falling apart and she felt like home. But I swear, James, nothing happened. Anna sobbed, reaching for me. Please believe him. Believe me. And for the first time, I saw her not as the betrayer, but as someone who made a reckless, heartbreaking mistake trying to comfort a friend and left me broken in the aftermath. The weeks that followed weren't easy. Forgiveness isn't a switch, it's a daily choice. Therapy became our anchor. Week after week, we tore open old wounds, spoke truths we'd buried. I confessed my resentment, my fear of not being enough. She admitted her loneliness, how she felt me slipping long before I noticed her drifting. It wasn't clean. Some nights, I still lay awake replaying that image. But slowly, something shifted. Anna stopped being the woman I saw in another man's arms and became the woman fighting to hold us together. A year later, we renewed our vows in our backyard. No guests, no fancy clothes, just the two of us, barefoot in the grass, promising to try again. I watched you in another man's arms, I whispered, voice shaking. I thought it was the end, but you fought for me. And I'm still here because I want to fight, too. Her tears glistened in the fading light. I'll never stop fighting for us, James. Not again. And for the first time in a long time, I truly believed her.